Spring 1206. The Mongolian plateau, Kurultai. At a grand assembly of tribal chiefs, one man was proclaimed, Genghis Khan. The etymology of this title remains disputed among scholars. It's commonly understood to mean something like universal ruler. Mongolia's population is difficult to estimate, but compared to agricultural civilizations, it was overwhelmingly small. Yet in his eyes, he could see the world. Genghis Khan was different from other conquerors. He didn't believe in infantry. Mongol cavalry. Each soldier brought multiple remount horses. Rotating mounts during forced marches, they could cover up to 100 kilometers in a single day. This was overwhelming mobility compared to contemporary armies. But there was another factor in their success: environment. Recent climate research reveals that the Mongolian plateau experienced an exceptional wet period at that time, the warmest and most fertile period in the past 1,000 years. Abundant grasslands sustained a powerful cavalry force. It wasn't just the hero's ability. Environment moved history. But Genghis Khan's true weapon wasn't speed. It was terror. His messengers delivered this proclamation: surrender, and we'll offer terms. Protection, mercy. Resist, and there will be none. Surrender terms varied by situation and weren't always uniform. But retaliation against cities that resisted was brutal. There were two choices: submit or be destroyed. Many cities opened their gates. They surrendered without a fight. But for cities that resisted, there was no mercy. Around 1218, in Otrar, a Mongol caravan was massacred. Genghis Khan demanded compensation and the governor's surrender. But the Khwarezmian Shah executed the Mongol envoys. Genghis Khan's rage was terrible. I will teach them fear. Around 1221, the Mongol army besieged Gurganj. Then they utterly destroyed the city. Contemporary records claim hundreds of thousands dead. However, these figures are believed to contain exaggeration. Still, the devastation was undeniably immense. Terror spread. The next city, and the next. Many surrendered without battle, opening their gates, choosing submission. Genghis Khan's army was small, but terror was infinite. August 1227. Genghis Khan died. But the empire he built didn't stop. His sons continued the conquest. West, east, south. The world knelt before the Mongols. 1241. The Mongol army reached Europe. They divided their forces, one toward Poland, another toward Hungary. The combined armies of Polish princes and Teutonic knights. They met them in battle. But the result was one-sided. Mongol cavalry kept their distance. They attacked from range with arrows. The heavy armor of European knights was useless. They were overwhelmed by mobility. The Polish army was annihilated. Around the same time, the Kingdom of Hungary fell to a separate force. Europe was horrified. Devils from the east. That's what they called the Mongol army. But the invasion suddenly stopped. In 1241, the great Khan Ogedei died. Due to succession disputes, the main force returned east. Europe was barely saved. But the Mongol Empire's ambitions weren't finished. Kublai Khan. He was Genghis Khan's grandson. He ascended as Great Khan. However, internal conflicts existed, and his legitimacy was contested during this period. Still, his goal was clear: the conquest of China, the world's richest nation, the world's most populous nation. 1271. Kublai proclaimed the national title Great Yuan. And in 1279, the southern Song fell. Kublai unified most of China. The Mongol Empire finally reached its peak. The late 13th century. The Mongol sphere of influence reached approximately 24 million square kilometers at its height, 22% of Earth's land surface. East to the Pacific, west to the Danube, north to Siberia, south to the Indian Ocean. Never in human history had there been such a vast continental empire. A small number of Mongols ruled over more than 100 million people. But conquest wasn't the only legacy of the Mongol Empire. Pax Mongolica, the Mongol peace. Through systems like the postal relay network, long-distance trade flourished. Merchants could travel under a measure of protection. The Silk Road reached its greatest prosperity in history. Merchants from around the world gathered in Dadu: Chinese, Persians, Arabs, Europeans. Technology, religion, culture. Everything flowed together. The expansion of the Eurasian trade network accelerated the transfer of knowledge and technology between East and West. Gunpowder, the compass, printing technology. These innovations spread westward through multiple routes. However, the security of transportation and trade not only brought prosperity, but also may have facilitated the long-distance movement of pathogens. Recent genomic research is re-examining the spread of the 14th century Black Death in connection with Central Asian networks. The price of prosperity. This would become clear later. Marco Polo. The Venetian merchant served in Kublai Khan's court. His work, The Travels of Marco Polo. It shocked Europe. In the East lies unimaginable wealth. Marco Polo's vision of the East captivated European imagination, and it's believed to have contributed to the age of exploration that followed. But the Mongol Empire wasn't invincible. 1274–1281. Two invasions of Japan. In 1274, the prevailing view is that they withdrew due to Japanese resistance and operational difficulties. In 1281, they were devastated by a typhoon. The Japanese called this the kamikaze, the divine wind. The Mongol army suffered its first major defeat. 1294. Kublai Khan died. With his death, the empire began to change. Unity started to weaken. The Mongol Empire fragmented into multiple khanates. Each began to walk its own path. 1368. The Ming dynasty expelled the Yuan dynasty northward. The Mongols returned to the steppes. Chinese rule was over. From establishing the national title in 1271, the Yuan dynasty lasted approximately 100 years. However, various Mongol khanates continued separately afterward. Why did Chinese rule end so rapidly? The reasons were complex. Post-conquest governance was established by incorporating multi-ethnic bureaucrats and existing institutions. Uyghurs, Han Chinese, Persian bureaucrats. They sustained the empire. But succession struggles and expanding regional interests rapidly increased the difficulty of maintaining imperial unity. Furthermore, recent research has revealed that the empire's trade networks spread the plague, collapsing the economy and society as a primary cause. 2022 DNA analysis identified the origins of the Black Death near present-day Lake Issyk-Kul in Kyrgyzstan. Within Mongol Empire territory, the transportation network brought by Pax Mongolica. It spread the pandemic. Prosperity and destruction were two sides of the same coin, and the cost was enormous. The total casualties vary greatly depending on sources and estimation methods, making precise determination difficult. However, many studies point to large-scale population decline in various regions. Rule by terror. It was efficient, but it was brutal. So what can we learn from this story? The Mongol Empire was full of contradictions. They conquered through terror, yet fostered thriving trade. They destroyed, yet connected cultures. They annihilated cities, yet transmitted knowledge. What they prove: organization surpasses numbers. Psychological warfare exceeds military force. Mobility defeats scale. But conquest and governance are different things. Destroying and building are not the same. And prosperity comes with a price. Trade networks carry wealth, but they also carry pathogens. So let me ask you, where is the boundary between civilization and barbarism? Rule by terror is efficient, but is it sustainable? Globalization brings prosperity, but how should we manage its risks? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The story of the Mongol Empire isn't just a tale of past conquest. It's a historical lesson revealing the power of organization, strategy, psychological warfare, and the risks of globalization. On this channel, we explore the wisdom left by history's great figures and empires, offering insights you can apply to your life and work. In the next video, we'll unlock another blueprint together. Subscribe and turn on notifications to gain wisdom from history. Until next time.